Our next guest is personal trainer to the stars. One of the most followed fitness celebs in Australia. Now, Chris Hemsworth's very own PT wants to help you look like Thor without leaving the house with the help of his Centre Fitness app. Please welcome Luke Zocchi.
Luke, now we know all about your amazing fitness app Centre, but can you talk us through your newest program, 28 Days of Arms?
28 Days of Arms is a program where you're going to be training arms every single day for 28 days, obviously. But the cool part of it is they're only short little workouts. So they're only quick, punchy, 7-minute workouts to get the most out of it. Just a short, sharp workout.
By the end, what are you expecting your arms to look like?
Your arms will look as good as Chris's by the end of the 28 days. That is a guarantee. Don't read the spine print, but I guarantee your arms will be as good as Chris's in 28 days.
I'm just signing up right now for that one. Nice one. And you mentioned Chris Hemsworth. Now, look, I don't know if you remember this, but this isn't actually the first time we've had you on our show.
I remember this. I did a call and I was at Chris's house and I got him on the phone and that was you guys, wasn't it?
That was us. So this is
I knew it.
This is going back like before COVID. So it's like a lot, we're talking like 4 or 5 years ago. And it was when I was just doing the show with Ben and Belle was actually producing back then.
Yeah.
And we were out sort of doing some street talk with a microphone and we bumped into this sweet old lady who happened to be your nana.
You know Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah.
Subtle flex. How do you know Chris Hemsworth?
Because my grandson Luke is his trainer.
And we were like, yeah, right. So then we got your number from her. And then
It's so random.
We called you and you happened to be at Chris Hemsworth's house and we twisted your arm for a bit and then we couldn't believe it, but you put us on the phone with him.
Just say hello to the boys from Novus. Hey boys, how are you?
It's so good. You can't fake that voice. It's too deep.
God.
It's too deep to fake that voice.
It is very deep. And I think from memory, Chris was like making his kids lunches.
Yeah, I think it was like breakfast time. He's getting his kids ready for school. And I just pulled him out of the kitchen. Like, you got to quickly say hello to the guys from Nova. He was just like, oh, okay.
Was he okay with that? Do you do that a lot?
No, not often. No.
Yeah, I was going to say, it felt like we got you in a good moment because, like, obviously you're, a very known personal trainer and you're like famous for also training Chris Hemsworth. I feel like people would hit you up, right? Like people like maybe you went to school with back in the day, like, hey man, like my kid loves Thor, like loves the Marvel movies. Do you reckon you could like get Chris to come to his 8th birthday or something? Do you get a lot of requests like that?
Yeah, look, there is a fair few. Chris is pretty understanding. He's a pretty good guy. Like, he's done so many random things for me, like what you guys just seen before, obviously. Yeah. But yes, there is some pretty random requests as well.
And what's the most absurd you've had?
I think he's been like invited to weddings before and like asked to do like speeches and stuff. And I'm like, oh, look, he's a nice guy, but he's probably not that nice, to be honest with you.
Can Chris Hemsworth MC my wedding? No. Sure, man.
Well, look, he's obviously a very busy man. That's why you've designed these 7-minute workouts. Make sure you get your hands on it. Download Centre for the newest program, 28 Days of Arms. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show, Luke Zocchi. We always appreciate your time, mate.
No worries, guys. Thanks for having me.